I'm Nikki. I'm from the Philippines. Right now, we're focusing on Master in Physics. We are under the GREENANO program, which is a joint master degree under the Erasmus Mundus. It's an interesting program that focuses on physics, material science, and nanotechnology. That's a very interesting question. So I'm Asian. I come from the East. I come from a culture which is not very confrontational. And I wanted to explore life in the West. And I chose France because which other country is the best? France has the motto about equality, liberty, and fraternity. So I wanted to experience this here. Coming into Nancy, I find this a very interesting town. It's not as busy as Paris. It's not as rural as most countryside places in Europe, maybe. I find this very unique environment for students. I can feel that students can easily integrate into the society here because there's just a lot of facilities here that are very good for students. So on the weekends, for example, I can explore the museums or the parks, which are not reminiscent of my experience in the East. So I find this refreshing. It's maybe one of the greatest challenges that many students, especially those coming from the tropics, will encounter here is the weather. So it's very gray and cold in Nancy. It's just, for example, November now. But as early as September, I felt the winter season coming in and it's not gonna stop. I remember in September, I messaged my friends in Japan because I lived in Japan for quite some time. I told them that the September season here is the same as the December season in Japan. So it's a bit challenging on that aspect, but it's a different way of life and I'm trying to adapt to it, which I feel is very interesting and it's one way for me to learn on how to adapt to new environments. Other than the weather, maybe I could say the language. French is a very interesting language, but very difficult to learn. However, the locals are very nice here. So I still try to speak English because my French is so bad. But everyone is just welcoming and they try to speak back to me in English. New, interesting, innovative. The GREENANO program is a very interesting program. One of the benefits is you get to experience living in different countries. France, Italy, Slovenia. So if you love to travel, and I think most young people nowadays love to travel, this is one way of utilizing your time. Second, the program is really up to date. We have now been experiencing climate change. Recently, we have the flash floods in Spain. The Philippines has encountered one of the massive typhoons in recent times. So east, west, wherever, everyone is affected by climate change. And what other program to study other than those that is directed towards sustainability? So if you're up to this challenge, go for GREENANO.